Here's an idea that I got from a recent book by Chuck Silverman called The Latin Rudiments. What it is, it's a phrase of 7 using Flam rudiments. And there's two Flam rudiments, Flam tap and a Swiss Army triplet. It starts out with a Flam tap, a Swiss Army triplet, and another Flam tap. So it's a right Flam tap, a left Swiss Army triplet, and a left Flam tap. So a Flam tap, by way of review, is an alternating rudiment. Okay, so that's important to understand the sticking positions that are utilized. So I start out with a right Flam tap, a left Flam Swiss Army triplet. So a Swiss Army triplet is a non-alternating rudiment. And the difference between the two, between a Flam tap and a Swiss Army triplet, is in the execution of the Flam. In a Flam tap, we use an alternating Flam, which means I have a downstroke for the primary note and an upstroke for the grace note. Put together, when I execute a Swiss Army triplet, it's a non-alternating Flam. So the primary note is still a downstroke, but now the grace note, instead of being upstroke, is just a tap. And the reason it's a tap is because it has to be positioned for the next right, which is also a tap. So it's down, tap, tap, down, tap, tap, or down, up, tap, if you think about what the hands are doing. Down, up, tap, down, up, tap. So I have this. Okay, and the easiest way to learn it is to learn it in 7. Just think of it as a 7/8 exercise. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if it sounded like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's a good way to start. That's the easiest way to learn it. The next example is we take that same rhythm, but we put it into 16th notes. And what we're going to do is just play 16th notes, 16th note pattern with the hands. And instead of playing an alternating pattern with the hands, I'm going to use the 7-note phrase within that subdivision. So it sounds like this. On top of that, I'm going to put the feet in 4. So I'm going to play the right and left foot in unison on the beat. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and So it's a great independent coordination exercise, because basically the rhythm is going over the bar line and the feet and the hands don't necessarily align. So you have to really give a lot of thought to the pulse. You have to hear that 16th note pulse inside of you like you're an internal metronome. And then just concentrate on playing that hand pattern over that. So I'll play that a little faster now with the feet. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and happens when I split the hands. It takes on a whole different feel and sound. The second variation using 16th notes would be to change the foot pattern and use the samba foot pattern. And then play the same hand pattern over that. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster. Now, the other thing you can do, if you want to spice it up even more, is just put accents on different beats, right? So like this, for example, put the accent on the Swiss Army. The feed in 4. Another approach would be to use the pattern, the 7-note phrase, over an 8th note triplet pattern. It would sound like this. And I'm going to use basically the standard jazz foot pattern, 4 on the floor on the bass drum, and 2 and 4 on the hi-hat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, that has a whole different feel as well. Let's see if I can do that just a little bit faster. Again. Okay, so that's another variation. The last variation would be to play it as a 16th note triplet. And what I'll do is play the feet as 8th notes. 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. A little faster. Okay, so there you are. That's sort of my approach to taking Chuck's original idea and sort of expanding on it.